back, everybody. If you have ever felt like your sensitive skin can affect your emotions, or perhaps your emotions could affect your skin, well, you are right. Here to tell us more is Dr. Mara Weinstein-Velez, a top doctor in psychodermatology. Doctor, let's begin with this new report. Thank you so much for being here. Let's talk about what the report means for those with sensitive skin. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to talk about the Aveeno State of Skin Sensitivity Report, which was released today. Aveeno did this report because they know that sensitive skin is real and it can have a tremendous impact on quality of life. I see every day as a board-certified dermatologist patients who come in revealing their sensitive skin issues. Often it's the first time they've showed everyone or anybody, and it can have a tremendous impact on their quality of life as well as, you know, their overall psychosocial functioning.
Oh, I bet. I wonder, too, when it comes to sensitive skin, what would that actually be categorized as? What skin types qualify as being sensitive? And then what are the symptoms as well?
Yeah, so sensitive skin is actually, we're defining it as more of a skin state rather than a condition. And it can look like a variety of different things. So dry skin, red skin, eczematous type skin, psoriatic skin, so if you suffer from psoriasis or acne or rosacea. And in the report, 71% of adults across all ethnicities reported to have sensitive skin, which is actually a 55% increase across the past 2 decades. So, you know, it's very relevant, very important right now, and it's time to talk about it.
I think so too. Do you have any suggestions for people at home who might be watching who are sort of raising their hand thinking, I deal with sensitive skin, I'm just not sure which avenue to take in order to help it or to care for it?
Absolutely. So there's 2 key things that I'll suggest today. So first off, Aveeno is launching this campaign, and that's part of the whole report, is that we want to destigmatize the thoughts around sensitive skin and the shame that people might feel and start that conversation. And so people who have, or viewers out there listening who have social media, can use the hashtag #ProudlySensitiveSkin and post their story and start that conversation, as I mentioned. Secondly, in the report, we saw that when you have a simple skincare routine at home or something you can use to sort of own your skin condition, it actually releases neurotransmitters in the brain that have a positive impact on the way you feel. And so these things are steps like taking lukewarm showers, using cream and lotion twice a day to help to repair your moisture barrier, avoiding harsh exfoliants and scrubs, and then also, of course, most importantly, managing stress.
Well, Doctor, we certainly appreciate your time, your knowledge. Where can we go to learn more?
So Aveeno.com has all of the information about the campaign, that hashtag #ProudlySensitiveSkin, Aveeno.com to learn more.
All right, Dr. Velez, thank you so much. We appreciate it. You know, it's interesting to me because there really is something associated with that mind-skin connection for some people who have rosacea, for some people who really deal with acne. I mean, your confidence levels can go from here to here because it really affects your daily life.
Yeah, and I know with me, I know if I'm ever stressing, that's when they start popping up left and right. I'm like, uh-oh, let me calm down.
I know. Really, I dealt with my own stuff for years, and when you don't want to be seen, you kind of shy away from it. So I'm glad that they're bringing awareness to it, I guess you could say. So there you go.
She's a good example too. Her skin was popping.
Yeah. Well, and you know what I wanted to say? I'm like, your teeth are gorgeous. Right. They're so white. They're so bright. They're so pretty. Can we talk about your teeth too?
Good spokesman for
your teeth and your skin.
Good self-care.
So there you go.